We've got a jam-packed LEGO Castle and Medieval News video for you today. We finally got the Horse Knights and Serpent Knights from the Horse Knights Castle to Pick-a-Brick. We've got the Dragonborn Paladin making a huge return where we're all going to be able to pick it up for a lower price than what the aftermarket is currently on that Dungeons & Dragons CMF. We've got a hidden castle set that can't believe I've never come across and no one's ever talked about, so I want to shine some light on that. And we've got a new modular medieval inn that is currently being looked at by LEGO to officially bring it to the LEGO Ideas program. So we'll take a look at that as well and see what we think of that. Without further ado, let's just get right into the main news here, and that is the Horse Knight Castle pieces coming to Pick-a-Brick. Now, these have been on everyone's list for a long time. We've been waiting since August 1st. This puts it on, it came out December 1st, so that's August, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Why can't I count? That's 4 months. Anyways, they usually take 3 to 4 months to come to Pick-a-Brick. New pieces that come out for LEGO. These ones hit that 4-month mark, came out December 1st to the day. That gives us bad news for the Griffins and Krakens that came out in the minifigure vending machine. And that was on June 1st. So we're looking at like 6 months since that happened. There is currently a rumor going around that the higher ups at LEGO doesn't want to hurt the sales of the vending machine, so they're keeping them off Pick-a-Brick for the time being, but that they will officially come at some point. That is the word right now. I don't know how much validity is in that. That's just what's going around in the castle and Discord and Reddit community. So I'm just putting that out there. That is what the news is currently. Obviously, these pieces, much higher than the typical classic factions we've had in the past. We've got a $2.22 Serpent Knight shield here. Obviously, it's using that new Zelda Link Hyrule shield mold that the that the Griffins use. So maybe LEGO just doesn't have it in too much of a production right now. And obviously, you can see that these are all being sold as standard right now, which means they're all being shipped from Denmark, which raises that price, raises that tax on the tariffs and whatnot. So hopefully, after a while, these will be switched to bestseller, and they'll be a lot more feasible for those of us who live in the United States. And you finally get that nice hairpiece for the king, that crown piece here, and I really think that's the only main things is these torso pieces, and you get the blue hood as well. I think the blue cape is also somewhere on the Pick-a-Brick store. You got to search that up. But I got these nice torso here running for about $1. If they move to bestseller, they might drop to 70 or so cents. I think that's what some of the Lion Knights faction torsos were selling for a couple years. So we'll just have to see on that. So you might be best to wait until these switch to bestseller, because I'm sure that they will. A lot of people are picking these up right now, even at the high price point. But we also got the Haunted Mansion pieces, which are all medieval inspired as well. So you got the unicorn thing here. You got the wolf head. Could be used for wolf pack, maybe. I don't know. Up to you if that's what you're going for. Got that ghost piece, like that old classic castle set that had that ghost. Obviously, it was glow in the dark. This one I don't think is. And you've got some printed tiles and stuff here. A cool orc head. This could be used as an orc, maybe a goblin. And it all came out in this Haunted Mansion set. So if you just go to Bricklink, search up the Haunted Mansion, go to category, and select minifigures, accessories. It will simply show you what you're wanting to look at instead of just all of the bricks and stuff like that. Obviously, you don't need that head for orcs and stuff, but that's a really cool headpiece for like orcs, goblins, stuff like that. And you have the body here, a cool hairpiece, like it's flowing in the wind, very cool. And obviously the other torsos for this is that dress piece, goes with that dress piece here, kind of like a Fright Nights type of feel to it. So that is what we have in terms of Lego Pick-a-Brick Castle news. So we finally got that. But the next big piece of Castle medieval news in terms of minifigures is the Dragonborn Paladin. Now we all know the Dragonborn Paladin was one of the highest wanted minifigures from the Dungeons & Dragons CMF line when it came out. It accompanied the Red Dragon Dungeons & Dragons set. We've all been wanting a Dungeons & Dragons 2.0 Series 2, but we haven't gotten any word on that as of now. But LEGO just randomly dropped this Dragonborn Paladin keychain. Now, this is going to run you $6. They're usually on sale, keychains, for about $3.99, $2.99. Occasionally, you'll see these in stores, LEGO stores. This right here is big for us because I know, okay. So this is a keychain, obviously, and it's got this rod that goes into the head. But the arms pop off like a normal Lego, and these legs pop off like a normal Lego. Not this piece, not the underwear piece, if you will. The leg pops off this way, and this will stay on him. But there's even more you can do. And it's in this video right here. It easily shows you how to remove the keychain. Now, what you're going to want to do is obviously start with just getting some tools like needle nose pliers, and you're going to want to pull off that ring on the top of the head. To make it easier, you probably just want to cut off that chain piece here, but he shows how if you warm this up, it makes it easier as well to take this off. But if you pop that off, you can take the cowl off or the headpiece. I don't know how the dragon is going to work. The dragon has probably just one piece. So you take that off and there's going to be this little rod inside. If you heat that rod up, it also will come out. And now you have the torso and legs separated from the piece itself. Now the good thing about this is, as for me, I don't care about the dragon head because it's going to have a hole in it. I can't see freaking captions. Get these captions off here. Okay, so see how when he took the keychain out, it's got this hole in the top of his head? The Dragonborn Paladin will as well right there. But if we take this off, you can put regular minifigures head on this thing, and it's, bam, you're ready to rock and roll with a new castle faction. If you missed out on that CMF Dungeons & Dragons series, like I myself did, or just want to pick these up to add to like a royal type of guy for your classic castle factions, Lion Knights, whatnot. This also goes very well with the Horse Knights because it's got that white look to it. The arm printings are so good. I'm so happy that it came back. Obviously, you don't get the armor to it, but I don't even care about the armor. The armor was goofy in my opinion. Sucks that you don't get the shield, but obviously they're not going to give you a keychain with things that can pop off easily. So, I mean, it came back. This obviously isn't going to come to Pick-a-Brick. I know people get upset. They want these parts to come to Pick-a-Brick, and obviously everyone does as well. But this isn't a Lego-owned IP. Only thing that comes to Pick-a-Brick is Lego-owned IP. Ninjago, Castle, stuff like that. This is Dungeons & Dragons. They cannot put this on the Pick-a-Brick. So this is the best you are going to get. It's kind of a way of selling it as an individual minifigure, to be honest with you, which is kind of cool. And I applaud Lego for that. Unfortunately, I wish they made it a lot easier to remove the minifigure, maybe just make it unscrewable or something. But I don't know. I'm sure there's some weird things that for reasons why they can't or why they shouldn't. But yeah, if you're wanting the Dragonborn Paladin or missed out on it, that is a good way of getting it, as well as an easy way to remove the keychain top. I'm sorry I've been coughing so much. I had this weird sickness, and I just, like, weeks ago, and I cannot get rid of this cough. But moving on to the next piece of Lego news, this is something that I came across where I was like, dude, this is literally amazing. Like, why has no one talked about this? I'm going to discuss this and talk about it, and I don't care if I get laughed at, because I might get clowned on for this, but I think this is legit, like, cool to me. So what I'm talking about is, when you guys see this picture, you're going to lose it. The battle with Roy at Peach's castle. Please bear with me while I discuss why I have this on the screen right now. First of all, it's $45, 30% off. It's going to be retiring soon. Maybe that's why I came across it myself. Not a lot of people bought this set, obviously, because it's only got 12 reviews. Okay. Keep in mind, medieval and castle. So immediately, throw this idiot out. Throw this bow wow, idiot, toad, all this, throw this crap out. You can even throw the princess out. Princess stained glass window thing out. When you do that, you have a pretty cool looking white and red set. Now, obviously, I don't know what this looks like in person. It might look goofy and baby in person. But is it going to look very much different than this? Like, is it going to look too much different than that? Get two of these things, build it up quite a bit. I just like these spires here with the brick look to them. Like, is it going to look that much different and that much less quality than the Horse Knight Castle? I don't think so. I think that this can be used as a cool, unique castle set. Like, I guarantee you, I get this set, get two of them, mock it together a little bit, put it on my wall, put it in a cabinet behind me. People will be asking all the time, what is that set and how do I get it? Because it's so unique. We've never gotten a white castle like this and a red castle. This would look amazing for the classic Lego Crusaders or something. Even the Lion Knights. Even, I don't even know, you could make your own faction that's red and white with that Dragonborn Paladin we just looked at, or the Horse Knight torsos. Like, that red and white looks amazing. Got a big wooden door. Obviously, these trees, goofy, silly, get rid of them. But I mean, like, it looks cool to me. Like, y'all, I know the inside's kind of silly and goofy, but you got some unique parts here. You got, like, this fireplace. You got, I don't care about this, obviously. This is junk to me. But, like, in person, if you get two of these things, like, I'm telling you, it doesn't look too much different than the Horse Knight Castle. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't have the thing on there. Like, this thing does not look too much different than the Horse Knight Castle. Obviously, you got some more flavor going on here with the swords and the shield and stuff, but you can add that yourself. Like, we're mock builders here. Castle fans that's all we get. So, like, dude, I'm thinking about picking this set up, two of them, and see what I can do with it. You guys tell me if I'm crazy, think I'm stupid, think I'm weird for thinking that. I think that you can make something out of that set, and it'd be cool, like a white and reddish themed castle set. I love the spires, very cool looking, very unique. Obviously, it's pretty expensive for what you're getting, but I mean, castle fans don't get much. I love the wood around the windows here and then the gold inside. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool, man. So I came across that. I was like, what the heck is this? How do no one talk about this? I just like the white and red royal look to it, honestly. And it's on sale. For 738 pieces, $45. Is it a good deal? I don't know. But I thought that was a fun little thing to discuss for some Lego news. But Moving on to the next piece of LEGO news for Castle fans, it is the LEGO Ideas program. Now, for those who don't know, the LEGO Ideas program is like the Bricklink Designer program, where LEGO fans create their own sets, they put it on LEGO Ideas, and once it hits 10,000 votes, LEGO will look at the sets and decide which one they want to make out of the ones that hit the 10,000 mark. They do that 3 times a year, so that's every 4 months that they will look at all the sets that hit the 10,000 threshold. And in this current LEGO Ideas final review in 2025, it has a Western themed set that I talked about in another news video, but it also has a modular medieval corner inn by Brickscribe, and this is what it looks like. Now, at first glance, I think to myself, Bricklink Designer Program Series 9 Sleepy Dragon Inn. So will this get passed because it looks so similar to that? Because this will become an official LEGO set beyond store shelves. The Bricklink Designer Program Series 9 Sleepy Dragon Inn set will not be on store shelves, and it'll be sold individually to people who pre-order it in 2027. Which is right around the time that this would come out if it gets past an Ideas program, because it takes about 2 years for that to happen. So this is what it looks like. It's made to be like a modular, like literally go along in your city, and that on that base plate, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't know how I like the back being so open like that. It's unique, but here's some minifigures you get in the set. You can pull it apart in 3 different ways. And you get the different rooms here. You get a furnace, a cool little painting room here. Very cool torso for that guy. But just some unique rooms they've got going on here. Looks like some sort of wizard guy. And a really cool room up here at the top. Almost looks like a portal. Kind of looks like that castle, red and white castle we did look at. Yeah, there's a lot of cool windows and pictures and bounty boards, stuff like that. And for those of you who also don't know, the Medieval Blacksmith was a LEGO Ideas set, and that sparked the entire return of the castle and medieval theme, going into the 3-in-1 Black Falcon's castle, then moving on to the Lion Knight's castle, Medieval Town Square, and they just blew up from there and kind of made a return for the castle theme. I would rather see the Old Western Town set become a LEGO Ideas set rather than this, because this is more fantasy-esque, and the Old Western Town could spark that little bit of a revival in the Old West theme, like Medieval Blacksmith did for a castle theme. And this is what that set looks like. Obviously, it looks very dull right now. LEGO will very much make the set look a lot better, more colorful, even for the Castle's Inn set that we just looked at. And the Medieval Blacksmith looked so dull when it first came out, and LEGO really helps the designer improve the set, really improve basically a lot of things that go on in the set, especially like this type of rockwork stuff. LEGO would help update that and make it look a lot better. But you get this medieval corner inn. So I just want to throw this out here. Would you rather have this modular medieval corner inn, knowing that we're getting the Sleepy Dragon inn that looks very similar very soon through Series 9 of Bricklink Designer, or would you rather have this Old Western Town set? Let me know, because that's a very interesting idea. Because in my opinion, I'd rather have the Old Western Town set, because I think LEGO would really make this look good. Think about having any LEGO train just out front would look so cool. But obviously you can come here, you can read about the lore and the background the designer did for the set. So that's something for Castle fans to look into if you're wanting that. Right now it's currently being looked at by LEGO officially, so they could deny both of them, honestly. It's not a guarantee that they make either one of those. So we'll just have to see how that shakes out. I want to now discuss for the final little roundup here is the memberships for the channel. Now, memberships for the channel, as well as the tournament coming up, they kind of intertwine. So I want to kind of put in perspective what's going on here. If you join to become a member for the Brick Bandit channel, going to be 99 cents a month. 99 cents a month through a computer. If you're using an iPhone or iPad or whatnot, or a device like that, it's going to be $159 because Apple steals your money. So just do it from the computer and you save literally 50 cents a month. And you're going to rise to the ranks of these badges here. So you're going to start at that pink, yellow castle faction. Thought that was kind of cool to be the first day rank. And then after a month or so, you're going to get the next castle faction, then the wolf pack, kind of more remote living, not very big, but then you move on to the Raven Knights, which is kind of cool. You're getting ranked up. You're now a Raven Knight, then a Black Falcon, then a Lion Knight, and then a Gold Knight with that gold shield. And obviously you're going to get some emojis to use in chat if you so choose. The members only videos, we got a lot of members only videos that are currently out right now. You can go to the channel, click videos, and you will be able to see members only videos, so you can scroll through them and see what videos I post for that, if that interests you and whatnot. Also some photos and updates, some stuff like that, things that are going to be coming for the channel, like things like posting pictures of giveaway items. So this is just a little tease that I'm going to show you for things that are going to be coming. Members will know that kind of stuff first, obviously, and may even have a better chance at getting those types of things. We'll just have to play it by ear and how it all works out, because like YouTube and terms and conditions kind of get weird with that, so I got to be careful with what I say. And also, we're going to be doing some watch parties for Lego-related content. So say like when the Lego Star Wars show came out, the Across the Brickverse, or whatever the frick it was called, I would do a watch party for that, and you'd be able to like rewatch the show live as I'm watching it as well, and kind of have that dynamic of like watching it together, reacting to it, and having a fun time with that. If that's something that you are interested in, that will be happening and this is all for 99-cent members. Also, member shoutouts. If you haven't noticed recently, I'll do that on screen very soon or right now. If you're a member, 99-cent member or higher, you will have the opportunity to either take a picture, design your own minifigure, or find a minifigure online. So say, I want my minifigure that represents me to be the Wolfpack Beastmaster from Series 27. Okay, you just tell me that. There's a special members-only chat room and stuff on the page. When you become a member, you'll find it. You'll go there, tell me that that's what you want, and on screen, that will accompany your name so that people recognize you as that minifigure. From here now, I thought that was a kind of a fun thing to do, and you guys are like producers of the show. You're helping fund the show, helping fund like the pick-a-brick things that I just showed for future contests and tournaments and whatnot. And then for $2.99, Bandit Gold is obviously going to get all of those perks, as well as at 6 months. So if you're Bandit Gold for 6 months, and you get that 6-month badge for that 6-month shield. I don't know if that was the Wolfpack shield or not, rank or not. I will either make a custom minifigure out of parts that I've got that might be retired or whatnot, if you choose that, if you want that, and send that to you, or whatever current series is out for CMF, so say Series 27, and you wanted a Wolfpack faction member, tell me that. I will find it, I will acquire it, and I will have it sent to you directly. So that's kind of a fun little thing that for 6-month members are going to be able to get. Also, the the Bandit Gold members for $2.99 a month are going to be able to request a video to be made based on a topic that you choose. That has to be Lego inspired, obviously. We can't start talking about freaking biblical lore or whatnot, as much as I'd like to. But you can say, hey, do a deep dive on who the leader of the wolf pack is, and try and figure out who he is or what he is or something like that. Like, who was the Beastmaster? How did he get a scar? I don't know, anything like that. Why was the Yellow Castle made to be gold? Anything like that, you can request one video, like every 6 months or something. I think it's in the instructions. But I think that's kind of a fun thing for Bandit Gold members, and then Bandit Legend is going to get all those perks as well. As well as at the 1 year mark, you're going to be able to get 2 of those custom minifigures sent to you. So at the 6 month mark, you're going to get 1, and then at 1 year mark, you're going to get 2 more. So honestly, you can kind of game the system, just be Bandit Gold at 6 months, then at 7 months, just switch to Bandit Legend, and then once you hit the 1 year, you can just, boom, get that free minifigure. Or you can just be Bandit, and at 6 months, switch to Bandit Gold. Up to you how you do it. You can do it however you want. I don't really care. You guys are helping me, I'm helping you. Doesn't matter. But also, the Bandit Legends get a creative minifigure I build and display in videos. Now, this one's a bit interesting because I'm going to let you guys tell me what you want your minifigure to look like. So you're going to be able to go to Pick-a-Brick, pick a head, pick a torso, pick weapons, whatever you want your minifigure to look like that is currently on the Pick-a-Brick store that I'm able to acquire for at least less than $15. If you want to have a horse in that as well for a $5 piece to your minifigure, you can do that as well. I don't care. But when that occurs, I will have a stand, a special stand designed and made with your name on it underneath your minifigure so that we can basically canonize or keep all of the Bandit Legends in a cool spot where they designed their own minifigure and it's there forever. I think that's a fun thing to do, and is what we will be doing for channel members. So I just wanted to kind of discuss that and put everything into perspective if you were curious on it. I know we've got quite a few of you already. I know Fabian is one, Pickle Queen, Ranger 60. We've got Chase Maddie, Robert Hendrickson. We've got Fabian Saunders, Ranger 60, Pickle Queen 16. Again, that helps the channel out for future contests, future members, and obviously a lot of it's going to be going back to you for special minifigures and building your minifigure and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. I'm taking this very seriously, taking the channel very seriously, news videos and whatnot. Have a lot of fun with it. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. It was a good day today for news, and honestly, I got a lot more to talk about. I just didn't want to cram this into a big hour-long video. So be sure to stick around, subscribe for the future of Lego Castle, Lego news videos in general, and a lot of Lego lore being put on the channel as of now. A lot of fun stuff like that going on as well. So be sure to look at the channel for all those sorts of different videos. But with that being said, I'm going to get on out of here, and I will see you in the next video.